बेसिक लॉजिक ऑपरेशंस आते हैं. The first basic logic operation which comes under propositional calculus, that is a conjunction of two statements P and Q, and this is the symbol for conjunction. The second basic logic operator is disjunction of two statements. This is the symbol for that. The third one is negation of a statement, just like a negative of a sentence or negative of a statement. Fourth logic operation or operator is T. This is standing for true, whether the statement is true or not. And the last one is F. F stands for false. Now, for moving further, first of all, let us see what is the meaning of a statement. A statement is any collection of symbols or sounds which is either true or false. This is the collection of symbols or collection of sounds which is either true or false, but not both. ये दोनों नहीं हो सकता कभी भी, या तो वो ट्रू होएगा या वो फॉल्स होएगा, दोनों कभी भी नहीं होएगा. ट्रू और फॉल्स दोनों कभी नहीं हो सकता. इसके लिए हम लोग इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में से कुछ एग्जांपल्स कंसिडर करेंगे. दिल्ली इज इन फ्रांस, ये पहला हम स्टेटमेंट लेने जा रहे हैं. दिल्ली is in France, and we all know that this statement is not true because Delhi is the capital of India and it is situated in India, not in France. The second example which we can take, that is a 2 plus 3 is 5, and we all know 2 plus 3 is a 5 statement. So this is a true statement, but this is a false statement. Similarly, we can have a statement, where are you going? Just see, where are you going? This is very important. This is an interrogative sentence. Now, this statement is neither true nor false because we don't know where are you going. So this is a question actually. So we cannot say that this is a statement because it is neither true nor false. So from propositional calculus point of view, the statement should be either true or false. So this statement, where are you going, it results in nothing. Neither it is a true statement nor it is a false statement. So this does not come under the propositional calculus. Now, after this, we have a small definition of a proposition. A proposition is a statement which is either true or false, which I have discussed here. So it may come in the paper that what is the meaning of a preposition. So you will say that it is a statement which is either true or false, and it should be a declarative statement. Declarative statement. Declarative means whether it is true or whether it is false. But this statement is not declarative. Just see, where are you going? This is not declaring anything. So that is why it is not a statement. So if it is not a statement, it is not a preposition. So we can take the example like this. The first example is, it rained yesterday. It rained yesterday. So if it is rained, then it rained yesterday. It is clear. It is a declarative statement.
सर आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही।
सर आपका माइक म्यूट हो गया है।
Jawaharlal Nehru is the first Prime Minister of India. Is the first Prime Minister of India. Now we all know that he was the first Prime Minister of India. So it is also a declarative statement. Now the second thing, the next example which we can take from mathematical point of view, if x is an integer, then x square is a positive integer. This is another statement from mathematics, and it is also a declarative statement. We all know if x is an integer, then x square will definitely be a positive integer, because square of a negative integer will also be a positive integer. So this is also a declarative statement, or it will be either true or false. We all know Jawaharlal Nehru is the Prime Minister of India. Yes, it is a true statement. It rained yesterday. अगर बारिश हुआ है कल, बीते कल में, तो तभी हम बोलेंगे it rained yesterday. तो ये भी एक true statement है. So we can say that all these examples are the examples of a preposition. Now we are taking some more examples which are not preposition. What is your name? Now the first statement is, what is your name? Now this is a statement, but this is not a preposition because it is not a declarative statement. Now the next example which we can take, x square is equal to 13. This is not possible. How it is not possible? Because the square of x is come out to be 13, but x will not be integer. We are taking the example from integers point of view. We are also saying that x is integer. If x is integer, then x square cannot be 13. If so, because x square is equal to 13 means x comes out to be plus minus square root 13. And these are not the integer numbers. This comes under square root, and these are actually irrational numbers. So this is also also not a declarative statement. And the sixth one is, please report at 11. This is someone saying to another person, please report at 11 a.m. So this is also not a declarative statement. So this does not come under a preposition. So these are a few examples which are prepositions. These one, and these are not prepositions. Now we shall consider the meaning of a preposition variables.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
सर फिफ्थ एग्जांपल सर स्टेटमेंट फॉल्स है, तो सर हमको ऐसे तो नहीं कह सकते कि वो preposition
Please
नहीं है.
ask a question at the end of lecture.
Okay,
Please
sir.
ask question. Okay. Let me complete my lecture. You can ask me at the end of the lecture. Prepositional variables, the lowercase letters starting from P. Suppose P, we can take that India is in Asia. India is in Asia. It is clear. This is a declarative statement because India lies in the Asia continent. Similarly, we shall have Q, and Q is a preposition which gives us 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. This is also a preposition, but we can call it as a variable because we can combine these two statements. इसके बारे में क्वेश्चंस हम आगे जाकर के भी करेंगे, ये कैसे कंबाइन होंगे. सो यू सिंपली से दैट जब हम किसी स्टेटमेंट को नेम कर देते हैं P से या Q से, तो हम उनको प्रेपोजिशनल वेरिएबल्स बोलते हैं। इनको सिंपल हम प्रेपोजिशन बोलते हैं। These are simple prepositions. But if we name it as a statement, and that is a P, if we name a statement P and suppose it is Q and suppose it is R, then these become variables, prepositional variables. Okay. We have a small example. Classify the following statements as prepositions or non-prepositions. You will classify the statements as prepositions or non-prepositions. Now the first example is the Intel Pentium. Intel Pentium 3 is a 64-bit computer. You must be aware of it. What is the meaning of this? Because you are computer science students, Intel Pentium 3 is a 64-bit computer. This is a preposition. We can easily name it as P. The second one is, which we can take the example, that X plus Y is equal to 30. Now we cannot name it as Q because we don't know what is X and Y. So this is itself in the form of X and Y variables. So these cannot be said as a preposition or prepositional variables. अगर preposition नहीं है तो prepositional variables भी फिर define नहीं कर सकते. This is the meaning what I am saying. Preposition variable तभी बनेगा अगर वो preposition हो. और preposition क्या होता है? It is a statement, declarative, whether it is true or whether it is false. Suppose हम x और y को values दे देते हैं. Suppose it is x is 2, y is 10, and 2 plus 10 I write down that is 30, and you know that 2 plus 10 is not 30. So now it is a preposition. Now it becomes a preposition whether this preposition is a false preposition or this is a false statement. So we can name it as a prepositional variable. This can be named as Q, but this is not a preposition or prepositional variables because it is itself not
So
a
your
declarative.
screen has stopped sharing.
Okay. Okay. Now it is not a preposition because x and y are itself variables and we don't know about the values of the variable. But if we take x as 2, y as 10, now 2 plus 10 is 30, it is given to us, but this is false. We all know that 2 plus 10 is 12. So this is a false statement. False हो चाहे true हो, वो preposition बन जाता है, but वो declarative होना चाहिए. This is not a declarative statement. कुछ clearly declare नहीं कर रहा है. That is why it is not a preposition. अब उसके बाद हमारे पास जो आ जाता है, that is the truth table. Truth table है. The truth values of a preposition depends upon the truth values of its variables. Truth table में either the values will be true or the values will be false. You can name it as I start with the negative. I start with a negative or negation. So you simply say like this: if P has values true and false, then a negative of P has values true will become false and false will become true. This is the first preposition or a prepositional statement, which is a negation. This is very important. These are fundamental connectors actually. Just we have discussed at the start of our class Prepositional calculus contains conjunction, disjunction, negation. It has a t value or it has false values. So conjunction stands for and. P conjunction Q, it stands for and P disjunction Q stands for or. Remember this. Now let us define these. Negation is defined like this. This is the fundamental connectors. The second fundamental connector is conjunction. This can also be defined. Conjunction says that if we have two prepositions P and Q, then the conjunction of P and Q will be simply written like this. And the conjunction of these two prepositions will be true. Remember, when both are true. When both P and Q are true. So it will give us a true value when both are true, otherwise false. This is the meaning of a conjunction. So you can take the example of this. Now the preposition P and the preposition Q can take the values.
सर वॉइस नहीं आ रही.
These are the values I am taking under P. These are true, true, false, false. And under Q, I am taking the true, false, true, false. These are the values I am assuming under P and Q. P is a preposition, Q is a preposition. And this is already, we have studied conjunction mean. It will give us a true value when both P and Q are true. So the conjunction of P and Q will give us a true value in the first case only, because पहले केस में ही दोनों वैल्यूज ट्रू हैं और दूसरे में एक ट्रू है एक फॉल्स है तो वो फॉल्स होएगा, तीसरे में भी सेम है फॉल्स, और फोर्थ में हमारे पास बोथ वैल्यूज आर फॉल्स, सो इट विल गिव अस फॉल्स वैल्यू. So this is the conjunction we have. Similarly, we shall have a disjunction. Disjunction is defined like this with the help of this symbol, and it is a true, or it will give us a true value when either one or both are true. या तो एक वैल्यू ट्रू हो या दोनों ही वैल्यू ट्रू हो तो वो ट्रू वैल्यू देगा आपके पास. आई एम टेकिंग द एग्जांपल इन द सेम टेबल. दिस इज द ट्रुथ टेबल वी आर टेकिंग. डिसजंक्शन मीन अगर एक वैल्यू भी ट्रू है तो वो ट्रू है. सो इन द फर्स्ट केस P और Q दोनों ट्रू हैं, so it will give us true. In the second case it will also be true, and in the last case it will give us false by this statement. So disjunction means it will be the true value when either one or both the values of P and Q statements are true. So this is the meaning of a disjunction. So we have these three basic connectors or fundamental connectors: conjunction, disjunction, and negation. Now, we have one more connector, but this is not a fundamental connector. Fundamental connectors are only three: conjunction, disjunction, and negation. Now, one more connector is there, that is a conditional. Conditional or conditional statement, it will be written like this: if P then Q. You must have heard about this in English literature. If a P statement is there, then Q will be there, and these are called as conditional statements, and it is generally denoted like this by arrow symbol. and you can have the result like this. Conditional statement will give us true value if both P and Q are true, if both P and Q are true, or if P is false. Remember this. If P and Q both are true, or if P is false. कंडीशनल के केस में ट्रू वैल्यू तभी आएगा अगर या तो दोनों के दोनों P और Q ट्रू हों, और if P is false. So we can show it with the help of truth table. Suppose P takes the values again T, T, F, F. Q takes the values T, F, T, F. So P conditional Q will be given like this. If both are true, it will have true. And if P is false, P false है third case and fourth case. So it will have T value or it will be false. Now, by this way, we can find out the conditional of P and Q. This is also named as if P then Q. Remember, this is the meaning of conditional. English literature के point of view से we can also take the example of conditional. If I will get money, this is the example we have. If I will get money, then I will purchase. Then I will purchase computer. So it is clear. If then statement is involved here. If P, what is P? I'll get money. Then Q, I'll purchase computer. Q is I'll purchase computer and P is I'll get money. So if P then Q. So अगर P exist करेगा तभी Q true होएगा. अगर मनी नहीं होएगा तो कंप्यूटर परचेज नहीं कर पाएंगे. This is what they are saying. Now the next one is we will have biconditional statement. Bi stand for double side arrow, and it also stands for if and only if, or this is the short form of this. This can also be written like this: if and only if. This is another important connector which comes under this topic of prepositional calculus. Biconditional if and only if. Statements of the form if and only if are called biconditional statements, and it also stands like this: P if and only if Q. मतलब दोनों साइड ट्रू है. अगर P होएगा तो Q होएगा और अगर Q होएगा तो P होएगा. This is what they are saying. The preposition will be true. This will be true if both have same truth values. If both have same T values or truth values. With the help of a truth table, we can show like this: P biconditional Q. Suppose P takes again the same truth values T, T, F, F, and this is T, F, T, F. So when both have the same truth values, both are true, this is true, both are false, then that will also be true. अगर ट्रुथ वैल्यूज दोनों स्टेटमेंट्स P और Q की सेम है तो वो T रिजल्ट देगा, अदरवाइज फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट विल बी देयर. इसको एग्जांपल की तरह भी ले सकते हैं. वी कैन टेक द एग्जांपल फ्रॉम इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज लाइक दिस: यू विल पास द एग्जाम if and only if you will work hard. It is very much clear. You will pass the exam if and only if you will work hard. This is a English literature point of view, and we can understand it very well. One more example is there from mathematical point of view. Two lines are parallel if and only if they have a same slope. They have same slope. It is clear from mathematics point of view. अगर दो लाइंस पैरेलल लाइंस हैं, पैरेलल लाइंस के बारे में मैथमेटिक्स में आपने पढ़ा हुआ है. This is the line and this is the second line. The first line is L1 and the second line is L2 and both have same slope. So that is why the lines are parallel. So both sides same truth values हैं. और अगर slope same नहीं है तो फिर parallel नहीं होएंगी. So this is the meaning of a biconditional statement. जो कंडीशनल है उसको भी आप अलग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से एक और एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं. जैसे आपने ये एग्जांपल लिया, इफ आई विल गेट मनी आई विल परचेज कंप्यूटर. द सेकंड एग्जांपल वी कैन आल्सो टेक विद द हेल्प ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स. इफ ए इज इक्वल टू बी and b is equal to c, then a is equal to c. This is a transitive law of mathematics. It is clear. If a equal to b and b equal to c, if this holds, then this must hold. So if then statement is justified here. और अगर ऐसा नहीं है, अब इसको इस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी देखें. इफ देन का मतलब क्या है? ट्रू होएगा जब P और Q दोनों ट्रू है और इफ P इज फॉल्स. सो व्हाट डज इट मीन? अब P और Q दोनों ट्रू हैं, A इक्वल टू B एंड B इक्वल टू C है, तो क्लियर सी बात है A इक्वल टू C है. दोनों की जो ट्रुथ वैल्यूज हैं वो सेम है मैथमेटिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. अगर A B के बराबर है, B C के बराबर है, तो क्लियर सी बात है ए सी के बराबर होएगा ही होएगा. सो मैथमेटिक्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से वी कैन टेक द एग्जांपल लाइक दिस. एग्जांपल ऑफ ट्रांजिटिव लॉ. दिस इज अ ट्रांजिटिव लॉ एंड दिस इज द लॉ ऑफ स्लोप लाइंस, स्लोप ऑफ द लाइंस, स्लोप ऑफ द पैरेलल लाइंस. दैट द स्लोप ऑफ द पैरेलल लाइंस विल हैव सेम वैल्यू और सेम स्लोप विल बी देयर ऑफ टू पैरेलल लाइंस. So this is the meaning of biconditional statement. अब आपको मैथमेटिक्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखें तो कोई भी क्वेश्चन किसी भी तरह से बनाने के लिए आ सकता है. तो you have to create or you have to form like that. Suppose we have a question that consider the following prepositions. The preposition is a negation P, disjunction negation Q. This is the first preposition, and the second preposition is negation of P disjunction Q. So we can take the values of P and Q. This is T, T, F, F, and this is again I am taking T, F, T, F. So you just need to define the negation of a P, that is a false, false, true, true, and negation of Q, that is a false, true, false, and true. Now, first of all, you have to disjunct these two statements. So negation P, disjunction negation Q will give you. Let us move back. What is the meaning of disjunction? True, either one or both are true. It will give you true when either one or both are true. So either one or both are true mean this is both having false value. So this is false, this is true, and this is true. Now let us come to the second. This is the first one actually we have done. Now come to the second part. P conjunction Q. What is the meaning of a P conjunction Q? Conjunction is true when both P and Q are true. So when both P and Q are true, so this is a true, false, false, and false. Now you can find out the negative of a P conjunction Q. So true become false and false will become true. Now you just see this column and this column both have same truth values. So it means both these prepositions are equivalent prepositions, or we can say that both are logically equivalent. So this is the meaning of logically equivalent. So it can be written like this also: negative of P, disjunction negative of Q. This is the meaning of equivalence, negative of P conjunction Q. So the question may also come like this. So you have to justify by taking the truth values or with the help of truth table. In a logical, we have some rules. These rules we have we already know in mathematics. ये मैथमेटिक्स में हम लोग पहले भी पढ़ते हैं. सेट थ्योरी में जैसे है डी मॉर्गन्स लॉ. The first one is De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law in proposition calculus is like this: P conjunction Q negative is equivalent to negative P disjunction negative Q. This is the same one. So this is the first De Morgan law. The second part of De Morgan law is P disjunction Q negative is equivalent to negative P conjunction negative Q. On the same pattern of this question, you can verify this second part also. So you must be able to verify these laws, De Morgan's law. The second one is commutative properties or commutative law. Commutative property says that P disjunction Q is equivalent to Q disjunction P. No doubt about that. You can easily do this. And P conjunction Q is equivalent to Q conjunction P. This is the commutative property or commutative law. The third one is associative property. You all have to verify these properties. Associative property is P disjunction Q disjunction R is equivalent to P disjunction Q disjunction R. And the second one is, this is P conjunction Q conjunction R, that is equivalent to P conjunction Q conjunction R. This is the second associative property. Similarly, we shall have distributive properties or distributive laws. The distributive properties are, this is the symbol will be different. Here is conjunction, but here Q disjunction R is equivalent to P conjunction Q, and that will be disjunction P conjunction R. This is actually a left distributive in case of conjunction. Similarly, we shall have P disjunction Q conjunction R, that is equivalent to P disjunction Q, and here is conjunction P disjunction R. So this is the second distributive law. So you can also easily verify these distributive laws. The fifth one is idempotent. Idempotent laws. Idempotent laws are like this: P disjunction P is P, and P conjunction P is P. You can easily verify. Similarly, we shall have a complement law. Complement laws are there. Complement mean the P statement is equivalent to negative of P. It is very much equivalent. And the next one is we shall have, that is a transposition. Transposition property or transposition law, that is a P conditional Q should be equivalent to negative Q conditional negative P. This is transposition property or transposition law. So these are some of the laws of propositional calculus, which we can easily verify. We will justify by taking the examples. आपको क्वेश्चन कोई भी किसी भी तरह से बनाना आ सकता है. Suppose the question comes like this. The question or the example is, that is the P disjunction Q, that is Q conjunction R. This is actually distributive. P disjunction Q and conjunction P disjunction R. So this is the distributive property. This one, second one. So you can easily verify the distributive laws by taking a suitable truth values. So we have to take P, Q, R. So because the three state prepositions are there, so you have to take eight values. So T, 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 F, 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 and F. And Q we shall take like this, that is T, T, F, F, that is T, T, F, F. Just differentiating these three prepositions P, Q, R, that is T, F, T, F, this is T, F, and this is again T, F. Now all the three P, Q are having different sets of truth values. Now we try to justify left hand side first. Left hand side, in left hand side we require Q conjunction R, and Q conjunction R mean when both have same T values, then it is true. When both are true, Q and R, when both are true, it will be true, and false otherwise. In this case, it is true, so it will give you true, and otherwise all values will be false. So this is false, false, and false. This is also false, false, and false. Now for left hand side, we require P disjunction Q conjunction R. Now we shall disjunct P with this Q conjunction R. So this one and this one. Now what is the meaning of disjunction? Just to go back. Disjunction mean it will be true, either one or both are true. So this is the meaning of disjunction. So either one and both are true. So this will be true, true, and this will also be true. This will also be true, and this will also be true. Last three will be false because both values are false values. So this is the left hand side of this distributive law. Now for right hand side, we require P disjunction Q, and P disjunction Q mean when both are true, all values will be true. So it will give you T, 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 or T. Last two values will be false because in last two both are false. और डिसजंक्शन में हमारे पास होता है अगर एक भी वैल्यू ट्रू है तो वो ट्रू आता है. So similarly we shall have a P disjunction R, and all the values will be true except the seventh one and the last value, because in last we shall have both false values, and in sixth both are false. So जब भी दोनों false हैं तो वो false आ जाएगा हमारे पास. Now you can conjunct by using this. So you can find out the right hand side. P conjunction Q, disjunction Q, conjunction P disjunction R. Conjunction mean. What is the meaning of a conjunction? Conjunction mean when both have T values or both are true, it will be true. So both are true, so it is true. This is true and true. This is and this is also true. So when both the values are true, it will give us a true value, otherwise false. Now if we compare this left hand side with this right hand side, you will see that both are logically equivalent. So you can put the sign of logically equivalence in these two propositional statements, because both comes out to be logically equivalent. So क्वेश्चन वो किसी भी तरह से पूछ सकते हैं, आपको घुमा फिरा करके भी आपको पूछ सकते हैं और आपको उसको कंप्लीट करना। सो आपने ये बेसिक जो है डेफिनेशन, बेसिक कंसेप्ट को माइंड में जरूर रखना है, इसी के बेस पर आपका क्वेश्चन जो है कंप्लीट होगा। सो आई स्टॉप हियर, वी शैल कंटिन्यू टुमारो। थैंक यू वेरी मच।